I had to make this one video. Listen, or I'm going to tell you something. I learned this thing a long time ago. I don't know how it's not in people's brain by now, but okay. While you're waiting for that giant stock that's going to take you to new heights, you still got to make money. Now, some days you can, some days you can't. But nonetheless, if you're in a play and it makes you a couple of $100 today and you see it's not going anywhere, take the profits. Maybe the next day you don't do anything. Maybe 2 days you don't do anything. Maybe then the third day, guess what? Made a couple of more $100. Maybe at that week you just made $1,000. Maybe you could do that type of a week, let's say once a week, then you do it twice a week, maybe even 3 times a week. But you're still keeping an eye on something bigger. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, because I don't think a lot of people have the mental stability after the losses were like in AMC and all the other ones to, hold on for the big one. So you go in, run it, take profits. Even if it's small profits, you have to understand small profits, they add up. So at the end of the month, you might, I don't know, a couple of $100, a couple of $1,000. You might have something like that. So this way you're not bleeding. And then what happens is throughout the time, you'll see you do that for a couple of months going on, you're going to bump yourself up in a higher income bracket. I know it doesn't seem it when you're, take $80, let's say on average for a day trade, but that $80 at the end of the month, you understand, it compounds. It's 5 days a week. So you do 30, 80, 60, 100, 300, 600, 800, 200, whatever it may be. But keep yourself getting compensated for participating in this crazy market. Okay? If you're going to be in it, do it. I mean, if you're going to be like, listen, if you're right now like struggling to brush your teeth, like you got a pair of pliers, like trying to take out the last bit of toothpaste, you got to listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You got to make some money along the way. The big plays, they pop up. You may be lucky to catch them, but there's no reason for you to go broke in the process. Okay? And don't listen, Wall Street is all gambling. Is guesstimation at its finest. Based on a lot of information, you make your play. But there's no reason for you to go broke along the way. Don't risk money that you don't have to. You don't even know how many times I've had my heart broken listening to people's stories. Like, listen, at the end of the day, be smart, take profits, cover yourself, and go forward. Because I'll cover different plays where that possibility could happen for you to grab a couple of bucks and go along the way. If there's something major coming out, I'll point that out to you. But right now, we had some runs yesterday. Yesterday was a good day for people. Today's pretty much nothing really there. So something pops up, I'll let you know. And one more thing. Don't make a trade, like going in a swing trade, if you're not prepared to watch that. I just had somebody tell me that he got into something, got busy with something, came back, was down a couple of $1,000s. That wasn't his intention. He fights to make a couple of bucks a day, and all of a sudden he turns around and is like vaporized. So get this straight, take profits, and even little amounts add up. Shit, cancel your car payment, whatever it may be. Eventually you'll be canceling your rent or your mortgage. You got to start rethinking differently than to the moon. Try to cancel out things that kill you in your life. Because I can tell you one thing, I've seen this throughout my life. The little amounts of money that you spend daily, that's what kills you. Okay? Because then you're not ready for the big things that come. So take your profits, take your profits, take your profits. Hit, not hold.